how to have AI be directly useful for your everyday activities, ideally your everyday work, so that there's a direct ROI on your time and money, a direct ROI impact, rather than it just being a fun thing to do or a parlor trick or something like that. So I have a couple items that come to mind, which is AI brainstorming and AI therapist. So the idea, and I think why not use an example? Because I believe examples are always better than theoretics. So with the human design thought, why don't we use that as an example? So if we had a human design specialist here, super specialist, all they do is think, breathe, human design for the last 10, 20 years, what would we ask them?
Well, I know we played around with the Mercury communication thing
Mhm.
earlier. It might be fun to see what it has to say about that compared to what we already talked about.
Exactly. Great. Let's do that. So,
Maybe even plug in the gene key and mix it together. See what
Yeah, I
happens.
was wondering what it might, if there's enough information that it can pull. I don't know.
yeah, let's do this. So share here. And as I shared, a nice development for me was realizing, well, wanting, I'm like, it'd be so much easier if I could speak it out, because it's a little hard for me to use my thumbs. I mean, all things considered, it's nothing, but and then I found this really helpful too, is like times where maybe we don't even know how to formulate the question. We're just feeling all this stuff. So it just makes it even more smooth to be able to speak it out. So I can see which Chrome extension this is. There's actually a few. I think this one I don't even use, so I'm going to delete that one. But this one has been nice. So I think, just starting out is just be like, and we'll see how this works with Zoom. Hopefully it's not too weird. There we go. So I have a human design question, and imagine you are a super experienced human design specialist with over 20 years of experience and successful case studies with your clients of helping them use human design for their life and business to reach their goals with more speed, ease, and joy. Type ... to confirm that you are acting as this specialist. Okay. So I don't know if you need to do that, but I heard somebody do that and figured, why not? Haven't tested it either, with doing it or without doing it. So I'm gonna go, I heard that your Mercury gate in human design gives you insights on your communication strategy with your marketing so that it can be as authentic, magnetic, as impactful, as powerful, or as possible. Oh, oh my God. Wow.
What if you ask it about gate 53 specifically?
Let's ask it. And one thing to note here is that you can have it speak to you if you want that. But I just find that I like to read it because it's faster. And I'm really looking for like the keywords and stuff, because that's, as I've shared before, I believe people are making such a huge mistake with this when people are like, they're expecting it to be like 100% perfect. And if it's not, they're like, oh, it's not there yet. It doesn't replace human. And I'm like, yo, if it gets 80, 90%, that helps my work out tremendously instead of starting from a blank Google Doc. You know, if it can give me 80% there, it's like, oh my God, it's huge value. So yeah, let's go with what's your gate, Hannah?
Yes.
Tim's is 53, right?
Okay, so go. One of our mastermind members' gate is 53. Okay. So what resonates from this?
A lot of it. Seems like things would be very easy to talk about for me.
Oh, is yours 53, Tim, or is Hannah's?
It's Tim.
Mine.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's the creator. Wow. Innovation, new beginnings. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Change and explore.
I mean, that's you to a T.
Yeah.
I would love to can we ask it sort of like give some like social media prompts that would be great for someone with this gait or something like that?
Right, exactly. Okay. Thank you. This was very helpful. Can you give 5 social media topic examples that utilize the theme in this gate and is authentic for this mastermind member?
Yeah, this is cool. I think if it had a little more context about what I did, it would be even more on point. That's cool though.
I gotta go get the dog. Heck inside.
Okay. Yeah, so to go down this rabbit hole, let's okay. All right, so this mastermind member's name is Tim, and he has a program that specializes in marketing automations for info product businesses. And his program helps train existing team members in that business to up level the automations in their marketing and lead generation sequences so that it's more profitable and takes less time, energy, and effort from the business owner and his team to generate sales. So Hannah, we gave some more context on Tim's program up there. And then now it's giving that. And this is GPT-4, by the way. 3.5 is way faster, but 4 tends to be better.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I would go like this. I've found for social media posts, I was just sharing this with Yannick the other day, the ADA formula, classic, attention, interest, desire, action, to be really nice for social media posts. So you could, yeah,
I like that one, and problem, story, solution.
that's another good one. PAS, yeah. So, okay, great, thank you, very helpful. And so let's take point number 1, and can you give me a social media example, please, in the ADA formula, attention, interest, desire, action, and please be brief and to the point in a tone that is warm, engaging, knowledgeable, and direct,
And funny.
with some funny comedic humor as well.
Or 3. I do love that.
Okay, great. This is really in the right direction. Please give me a question for the attention. So framing a question for the first sentence that captures their attention and speaks exactly to the ideal client, which is a business owner who has an existing info product business and a team, but they're spending too much time in the marketing and lead generation activities. Okay, great. Now please give me 3 other variations for that attention grabbing headline. Okay, great. Thank you. Now please rate each of these headlines on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in terms of effectiveness, attractiveness, and conciseness. And tell me why for each rating. So this is what I learned to start doing in split testing all of the copy and the elements on the sales pages. And then the one last thing I'd do is, I'd take a look from this is, I mean, Tim, which one do you like the best so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think I like 1 the best, but it also feels, I don't know, I feel like those people are like identifying as something different than info product business, but I do like it a lot.
Okay. So what would take number 1 and turn it into a 10? Actually, hold on, just escape and cancel. Okay, I really like number 1, but what would turn it into a 10 out of 10?
That's great.
There we go.
It's crazy.
So,
So this is,
copy and paste this all to me, please.
yeah, I think there's an extension where I can send it to you.
Do you have
Uh,
Min? Oh, you can just directly send it to me.
oh yeah, I can. Yeah, this is another extension. Look at this, share GPT. So there you go, bro. So
Nice.
as you can see, I've been, this has just opened a rabbit hole for me because I started split testing in this way every part of the sales page, every part of the sales page and the messaging to get it dialed in, and then yeah, eventually every piece of the copy. So the goal is to have this the process that I'm doing, I want to build this on the back end. So then we just put a partner's, stuff in there, and then boom, you got options and variations. So then you can be 90, 80% of the way there, and then, you know, have your message shine through.
Hmm. The thing, and so for me, when I just played with this literally this morning, it was really, where to go? It gave me some different things. You want me to show you
Yeah, here. Stop
my
sharing.
screen? It was interesting, but it was also like really like on the financial planning. I would just put an X squared to show, and it was really generic. So that was the prompt that was in that TikTok post. It's an SEO consultant. Help you create a list of keywords. Like, okay, well, those are like so broad, right? Like, okay, yeah, those are on my website. Pretty normal. Um,
So what's your main outcome that you want from this?
yeah, so I was what like the thing that I was looking was like, well, what would be more effective, like daily posts, or like posts for social media where I can put videos in interspersed, but then have like a baseline, like here's just info stuff that I don't have to write lots of copy all the time. Um, so this is what it gave me for like different platforms. So asked it to do platform posts.
Hmm.
Like, okay, but those are like
Yeah, so I think
generic
that's
if possible.
another thing that I see people get lost into, that yes, I see it as delegating like a person, like a team member. So am I going to, yeah, what direction do I need to give to a person? What coaching, what specificity? If I'm asking for something broad, they're going to give you that back. And then also looking like a team member, what's useful to the business? Is taking one thing that's like not clear and spreading it across a bunch of platforms. Is that useful? I don't think so. So I think specificity is, yeah, key here.
Yeah, again, totally. What did this one? Um, it did say have consistency across all platforms. I use the same consistent brand image. I'm like, oh, look at that. That's nice. Um, so yeah, this was, I don't know. I had never played with it before. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Just trying to see it like, okay, what are you getting? What do you get from my posts? You get that I work with entrepreneurs, but it wasn't like I wasn't specific enough in asking for that.
Yeah.
But this is very weird to see like
Yeah. I
like
mean,
posts that I actively engage with followers and
mhm.
I talk about my personality and my personal life interests. So it was really interesting.
Awesome.
I
So
think
yeah, Tim.
yeah, I think it's important to just understand how this works at a basic level, because I think it helps guide you with how to work with it. Um, that can, like, if you're not clear in your instructions, like that can muddle the response as well. So like you know, it's great to list out a bunch of things of like what is possible and what it's doing, but like, hey, I want you to act exactly like this. I want you to deliver my answers like this, you know, just like if, like you said, like Sebastian said, if you had an employee, you'd tell them all those things, like this is how I need the work done, right? And all that stuff will influence it. But if you're a little muddied in what you're doing and what you're trying to get it to tell, then that's going to also come across. I wonder if you can get it to do the same full process of doing the rating and the
Oh, you
thing.
can.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now we have our other mastermind member whose gate is
64.
64. Please share with us her authentic marketing message. So another thing I've found is that in the chat, it's almost like you're training, just like training an employee. It starts learning, like in drawing things from that same chat. And if you start a new one, it's like starting a new slate. And that's something that people miss out on when they're trying to do like the API custom integrations. Is simply put, it loses out on like the knowledge training here.
Yeah, I like with yours, Hannah, you had like 3 or 4 different things you're asking it in the same one, too. I try to think about each of the chats as personality types. So it's like, what is it like? You know, you are my marketing copywriter. Great. I'm going to tell all the things in this chat that like my marketing copywriter would need to know, etc.
Can you share with me more on precise concepts that are aligned with this gate to share?
Told you, I've been working with it.
Right. Yeah. These are like exactly what you shared.
Right.
Complexity, chaos to clarity. Yeah, complexity.
Hmm. Financial decision making.
Right. Sweet. I think with this one, do we do the social media examples next? Yeah. So great. This is very helpful. Thank you. So now please give us 5 examples of social media topics for her business, which helps entrepreneurs feel at peace with their finances, both in their business and personally. And her expansive CEO method helps them spend wisely, save joyfully, and support generously. Yeah, I got them mixed around. Yeah.
Save wisely, spend joyfully.
Yeah.
So close though. Good job. Power of curiosity. That's a good one.
Nice.
Intuitive financial insights. Money stories.
Bingo. So there's your gate, marketing, messaging strategy. And
Those
then
are good ones.
I'll go to mine, and then the coup de grace, if I use, if that's the right way to use it, is seeing how I can merge ours together. Okay, thank you. Super helpful. And our next mastermind member gate is 59, and he has a business, a service that builds sales funnels for purpose-driven entrepreneurs and helps them launch their passion with purpose and profit. So the True Freedom method helps them stay in their zone of genius so they can scale with more ease and joy. Please give 5 marketing topics that are aligned with gate 59. Gotta double check if that's my gate. I think it is though.
think so.
You said 56, right?
Oh yeah, it's 59.
59.
Whew. All right. Nice. Yeah.
Gate of dispersion is the gate of intimacy.
Right, which I was just listening to. Yeah, and it was something you said too. It's like, or in your software it showed brotherhood and sisterhood, that like honesty, intimacy, and I really like that because it's like we're in it together. Yeah,
Mhm.
part of the
Yeah,
same.
that was your line designation
Mm.
because it's on line. It's on line 4.
Yes. Okay. And yeah, sweet. Yeah, I mean this is great for me, so that's super helpful. And then okay, great.
Oh,
Thank you.
interesting. Like it's like literally talking about building like community,
Yeah.
power of collaboration. Yeah, those are really good.
I know, right? Yeah. Overcoming barriers, successful launches. I mean, I could get tons of those where people run into issues. Yeah, authentic connections. I mean, that was our theme of this week. Release your art, the freedom of authentic expression. Collaboration, the council method. It's like it's too much for you to do alone, and you don't even want to do it alone. It's like collaborate, get rid of the hierarchy. Yeah, long-term success. So how to keep building the value over long time, so it's not just a pump and dump product, not just a on to the next thing. Yeah, awesome. Sweet. So I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna stop generating like this. So I think I can, yeah, like this. So awesome. So the mastermind member whose gate is 59, his name is Sebastian. You already know Tim's gate, and the other mastermind members gate of
64.
64 is named Hannah. So now please give us insights on how we can help each other most effectively maximize and utilize our gate, as well as if there's any special synergy between us three. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so what items stand out to you?
I like the first sentence of the last paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Good conclusion.
Understanding and leveraging each other's strength.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And have Tim, your wealth dynamics, creator energy, initiating new beginnings, and launch, the marketing automation. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what they do all the time.
Yeah, it's cool that it pulled in not only our gates but our experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then yeah, Hannah, like the clarity and confusion, harnessing intuition. Yeah, that happens. Like with finances as well as team or different things, it's like, oh, okay, this is what we're feeling. And you're always centering into what feels right, this next piece. I mean, that's what you did in my session too.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, authentic connections, just getting right to the core of who's the ideal client that we can speak exactly to them. So there we go.
So
AI
good.
AI coach.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that in mine it picked up the harnessing intuition part as well. Now I feel like I need to read that
Right.
gate again. Like that's really interesting because yeah, the more sensitive I allow myself to be to that. Like I told you, I'm feeling something in my feet. I think that was Tuesday.
Right. Right.
Or I'll feel something like straight into my chest, or that kind of thing. Um yeah, the more I just speak it out and say it. But yeah, it's funny that that's part of my communication. Like I didn't think that was part of the Mercury gate. So I need to read again.